So what's going on, guys? My name is MrDalekJD and welcome back to the channel. I have a really exciting video for you guys today, as you've seen from the title, we are discussing DLC 3, and boy is there a lot of exciting things to talk about. So if you do go on to enjoy this video, I'd love to know all your thoughts in the comment section. Just throw it in there, and if you want to support the channel when you're excited by this news, then please feel free to leave a thumbs up. It takes a second and really helps me out, and if you're new around here, you're gonna want to stay updated with this news by hitting that subscribe button and turning on the bell. But Tranzit, Nuketown, what is going on? Let's go all the way from the beginning and explain everything, as your minds are going to be blown and you're going to be excited. So we know that DLC 3 and 4 are going to be Ether story maps, and back in December of 2018, we got a humongous leak into the future of Black Ops 4 Zombies, with a Nuketown Zombies map that was 100% in development but had no idea when it was releasing. Well, now we know that DLC 3 and 4 are both Ether story maps. This has to place Nuketown as either the third or fourth DLC. And ever since hearing that last year, we've inevitably been waiting to hear about Nuketown Remastered. But as of the last week, Treyarch have been adding some secret files into the game in the back end, and one of them is a 50-second brand new remastered version of the Tranzit loading screen music. Now, this music has been widely spread over the past day or so inside of the game. I don't know how people discovered this, but it's 100% there. And incredibly exciting, as for a little while now there's been rumors and speculation about Tranzit being remastered, but there's never been any proof in the game to suggest it until now, and it really gets you excited to think what exactly Treyarch are doing here. And what if I told you that Treyarch have planted the clues on what exactly could be happening here all the way back on release day in October? That's right, Treyarch have been leaving little crumbs of what's going to happen in the future right in our faces, and I'm about to prove it all to you and really surprise you. If you're watching this video thinking, John, why have you not played this new music? What is going on? Well, technically I'm not allowed to do that, but you can find a link to listen to it in the video's description. To jog your memory, it's a brand new remix of this song. You know what, we're going to keep it as background music while we continue on this video, but goddamn does it bring back so many memories of the loading screen taking forever, and just a fantastic vibe and mood that just sends me back to 2012. The real question here is, if it's been Nuketown rumors ever since December and now we're hearing Tranzit, what is happening here? Why is Tranzit Remastered suddenly super relevant? What's happened to Nuketown? Well, I'm going to try and answer that by going through all of the clues that we have. And if we go Unclassified, it's all right there. It was the perfect appetizer to get us thinking about what could happen in the future, and here we are right on the cusp of DLC 3. So what on earth Unclassified could be related to Tranzit? Well, there are so many blueprints on this map which give you so much juicy intel that we could break them all down into one video, but we're gonna start off with Ted, the bus driver. Now, if you weren't aware, there are 3 different locations on the map where you can find a Ted bus driver blueprint, where you can see what he was originally supposed to look like. This was his proposed final look with a prosthetic skin over the robotic face underneath. But after the rockets hit the Earth, destroying everything, what was left of Ted is how we see him in Tranzit. It's just super interesting to see this though, because I doubt we ever would have seen this blueprint ever. But here we are in 2019 seeing it in Classified. And there's also a note pinned next to the blueprint of a bunch of things that need changing with him, such as a request for skin to cover the robotic exterior. Test officials have employees recoiling in fright at appearance. He needs to be more approachable and friendly, and as we know from Tranzit, he certainly isn't. There's a question who programmed it with emotions and why. It needs to be removed before line operations. An early test revealed that the prototype was behaving inappropriately with employees, just as using explicit language, threatening employees, kicking them off the bus, locking the bus doors and refusing entry, skipping stops, and unwanted opinions and sarcasm. It's incredible backstory, but at the time in Classified, that's all we thought it was. This map was pure nostalgia, just tying everything up. But what if this is giving us some indications of what to expect in the future? Why do I say this? Well, right underneath the blueprints, we can see a drill which is directly linked to the drill we see on the loading screen for Nuketown. Putting the loading screen and this blueprint side by side, you can clearly see that it is 100% referencing the drill here. Now, why is there a drill here in Nuketown? Well, that was a mystery for many years, but now we finally have some context, and this is a drill which belongs to Broken Arrow, which is a government-funded program created by the US with the intention of preventing another undead outbreak. Through Black Ops 2 and the comics, we learn that Rossman was originally part of Broken Arrow, this initiative, back in the 1970s. In 2025, as a consequence of the declining supply of Element 115 available to Broken Arrow, they attempted to excavate more of the element through a drill near the Nuketown facility, and as a result of their excavation into the facility, a bomb exploded outside of the facility, which led to an undead outbreak and the events of Nuketown zombies. So that's all well and cool, but why is that relevant now? Why is this in Classified? Well, if we go look back in a cipher in Gorod Krovi, where a new scientific lab has almost been completed with individuals kept on ice. And these individuals being Samuel Stuhlinger, Molten, Misty, and Rossman. And the entire lab is powered by the power that is being drained from the drill in Nuketown. Now, where does this sound familiar? That's right, it all links up. We have the Victor's crew placed on ice in Blood of the Dead, but in a separate universe, we have the 4 Victor's crew kept on ice in a lab being powered by Nuketown. We learn in Classified that wherever the characters are, Stuhlinger is still alive and well. He now has the power to go into Richtofen's head and directly communicate with him, but where he is right now, he is unable to do that. It all makes perfect sense, and we are going to end up in Nuketown. If that wasn't exciting enough proof, one of the blueprints directly connecting to the drill shows us the front of the Nuketown bunker. Now, when we first saw Nuketown zombies, Molten was stuck behind the bunker and there was no way for us to open it or interact with it. But by the looks of this blueprint, this seems to be like a very much interactable bunker door where hopefully we'll be able to explore it. And we already can explore it in Blackout. All of the foundations really have already been set. But here's the confusing thing. We've pretty much narrowed down that Nuketown looks very likely. We've heard it so much now, but how does Tranzit get involved with this? If you remember playing on Nuketown, every so often you would hear the bus beep, as if the bus was driving past Nuketown zombies, and Molten was so close to leaving the bunker and jumping on the bus ready to head to Transit, but it just didn't happen. Well, what if Transit and Nuketown were blended together? We got Tranzit Remastered, or remade I should say, but rather than having small individual stops with tiny areas, we have a huge new locale to go to, which is the Nuketown map itself. This new loading song is only the first of many hints we've had from Treyarch regarding seeing Transit again in zombies, as in Blackout, if you get the Misty character, you get a Transit bus sticker as well as a TED bus driver sticker. David Vonderhaar has publicly said on Twitter many months ago that he loves the idea of the Transit bus being added to Blackout. Imagine driving that thing round, or it just being there in Blackout going around a circuit that you could hop on. Treyarch can very easily hear and see our excitement and enthusiasm towards the idea of the Transit bus returning, and if it was put in Battle Royale, there is no way on earth we wouldn't see it again in zombies. Classified's blueprints have basically given us a blueprint of a story that we could follow as to why we'd be in Nuketown and Transit. We could be playing as the Victor's crew, and we could be exploring Nuketown to the fullest, to explore that bunker, to really see what's going on with that drill, and to further progress the story that was teased to us back in 2016 in Gorod Krovi. We have the TED bus driver blueprint teaser here, and you can see a new version of Ted where he's complete in a more human-like form, where he isn't destroyed, he isn't malfunctioned, and doesn't have have all of the flaws and errors that we know him to have from the original. Calling card you get with Misty shows the bus depot of Transit, but as it was before the rockets hit, before it was destroyed and covered in lava. Now, for all we know, this could be Treyarch teasing what Transit could look like in Black Ops 4 in a version where it's not destroyed by rockets and it's perfectly intact, and we see it as it was supposed to be. For all we know, we might get Nuketown as DLC 3, but as for Transit, we might not see it at all until Zombie Chronicles 2, whenever they decide to release that, which could be a year from now like they did with the original Chronicles. We may not even see Transit Remastered whatsoever. Nuketown's looking incredibly likely, but as a main DLC map, I don't know if everyone's going to be completely satisfied with that, when most of the community, including myself, would love to have a brand new, unique, original map that isn't a remaster or reimagining. With everything we've seen so far regarding reimagined content in Black Ops 4, Treyarch has added in various music and jingles from previous Black Ops 2 and 3 maps, but as the original music. They've not remixed it or recreated it in any way. Whilst the Transit music that you can find in the description, the team has obviously gone through some degree of effort to recreate that music for a specific reason. Do have some old zombie jingles in Blackout as gestures, but they are all old music that we had in those games. This is brand spanking new, created just for Black Ops 4 for something we don't know yet, and coming in at around 50 seconds is the perfect length for a loading screen song or a game over song. So whilst it seems incredibly likely that Nuketown is going to be our DLC 3 map, I would love to see Transit Remastered. I'm sure all of you will as well. Let me know what you think of it all down below in the comment section, and before you click off the video, be sure to drop a like if you're excited. Up to now, it feels like Black Ops 4 Zombies has been pretty dormant and there's been no excitement or talk whatsoever, but hopefully this news and discussion is going to kick that all away, and it's going to kickstart everyone to be excited for zombies again, because I really think Treyarch are going to do a great job with these last two maps. If there's any video suggestions you want me to do regarding the story or ideas and theories, please let me know down below in the comment section. But to make sure you stay up to date with the latest on this, as we haven't heard any official news yet from Treyarch, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. But you can find my previous video on your screen right now, which is World at War in 2019. You're going to really enjoy seeing that for the zombies, but I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.